Rome had survived civil war, assassinations, and unstable emperors. But after the chaos came something extraordinary. Rome reached the height of its power. At its greatest, Rome stretched across 3 continents and connected millions of people through roads, armies, trade, engineering, and a vast Mediterranean world. How did Rome become an empire stretching across 3 continents? And what made this period the greatest age of Roman power? In AD 69, Vespasian became emperor and founded the Flavian dynasty. He inherited a state exhausted by civil war and immediately implemented systems to restore societal and political stability. Vespasian projected this new stability through massive public works, initiating the construction of the Colosseum around AD 72. The enormous amphitheater became a symbol of Roman engineering and imperial power. His sons, Titus and Domitian, continued this work. Titus became emperor in AD 79 and officially completed the Colosseum during his reign. But that same year, Mount Vesuvius erupted, sending a wave of volcanic ash crashing down to destroy Pompeii and its surrounding settlements. Despite such disasters, the Flavians replaced civil chaos with systemic order, building a solid foundation for Rome's coming golden age. This profound stability lasted through the late 1st and 2nd centuries, defined by the rule of the 5 good emperors. Among them was the Emperor Trajan. Under his leadership, the empire achieved its absolute maximum territorial extent around AD 117. This map shows the borders at their apex, stretching from Britain in the northwest to Egypt and Mesopotamia in the east. Roman authority reached deep into North Africa and held firm along the natural frontiers of the Rhine and Danube rivers. This expansion unified millions of diverse people within a single functional geopolitical entity. Distant provinces were held together by an unprecedented network of physical Roman roads. These precisely engineered paths allowed for the rapid transit of armies and goods. Engineers built stone bridges, deep water ports, and massive aqueducts like the Pont du Gard, bringing urban growth to the most remote territories. The Mediterranean Sea served as a central hub. It was a vast economic network that moved languages, cultures, and trade across the empire. This influx of global wealth transformed the city of Rome into a spectacular metropolis, filled with temples, public baths, and grand forums. At this exact moment, the Roman Empire was a flawlessly connected machine. But this very vastness created an impossible logistical burden. The enormous geographical size that defined Rome's peak was simultaneously its greatest potential weakness. Defending thousands of miles of borders required huge armies and enormous economic resources to maintain. While Rome managed these threats for generations, pressure continuously built from outside groups who refused to accept Roman rule. This external pressure was compounded by internal struggles. Political, economic, and succession crises slowly weakened the system from within. The exact moment an empire achieves its maximum scale is often the precise moment its inevitable decline begins. Rome would survive for centuries, but the cracks were forming. Emperors would soon face enemies on the borders, and a crisis powerful enough to shake the entire empire. To be continued in Episode 8. Next episode, the empire begins to crack. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to History Stories Dose so you never miss the next chapter of history.